When the world feels heavy and the weight of circumstances starts to affect us, the frustration, the anger, the helplessness, we all know the feeling. But what if I told you that the key to peace, to resilience, lies not in avoiding the storms, but in changing how we face them? What if I told you that there's a timeless philosophy, one that's withstood centuries of hardship, that can teach us how to stay unaffected no matter what life throws at us? This philosophy is Stoicism, and today we're diving deep into 10 powerful Stoic principles that can help you build a life where nothing can affect you. Before we start, take a deep breath. If you've ever felt like the challenges of life are too much to handle, like you're drowning in emotions and external pressures, then stick around. This isn't just about philosophy. It's about practical wisdom, tools you can use to change your mindset and take control of your emotions. But before we go further, I want you to do something. If you're ready to stop letting life dictate your peace, hit the like button, subscribe to Stoic Preview for more powerful insights, and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. And I want you to comment below with the word resilience if you're ready to embody these principles and make them part of your life. Now let's begin with the first principle. Control what you can control. One of the most famous teachings of Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, was this: we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. The essence of Stoic thinking is understanding the difference between what is within your control and what is not. You can't control the actions of others, the weather, or unforeseen events. What you can control is your mind. You can control your reactions, your attitude, and your decisions. For a moment, the power to stay calm, composed, and unaffected rests in your hands. When life feels overwhelming, ask yourself, what can I control right now? Focus on that and let go of the rest. Let's move to the second principle. Don't take things personally. When someone criticizes you, when life doesn't go your way, it's easy to take it personally. But here's the Stoic truth. Other people's actions, judgments, and opinions are not reflections of who you are. They're reflections of who they are. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about it. When you let someone else's words or actions affect your peace, you're giving them power over your emotions. The key is to detach from the external world and not let others' opinions define your self-worth. If you can internalize this, you'll free yourself from the emotional roller coaster that comes from trying to please or be affected by others. The third principle is, embrace adversity as opportunity. Life isn't always smooth sailing, but Stoics believe that adversity is an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers and Roman emperors, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that obstacles aren't setbacks, they're stepping stones. The difficulties you face, the challenges that make you uncomfortable, are the very things that build your resilience. Every time something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? The Stoic mindset allows you to see obstacles not as enemies, but as teachers. Fourth, let's talk about be present in the moment. How many times have you worried about the future or dwelled on the past and it affected your current peace? This is something we all struggle with, but the Stoics teach us to live in the present moment. Epictetus said, "Don't ruin what you have by desiring what you don't have. The present moment is all that truly matters. Think about it. The future is unknown, and the past is gone. Yet we spend so much time worrying about what's next or regretting what's already happened. Imagine if you could fully experience the here and now. What would your life be like if you weren't always lost in thoughts of what you want or what you've lost? This isn't just about mindfulness for the sake of relaxation. It's about control. When we are fully present, we're not reacting to external stimuli. We're choosing to engage with life as it is. And when you practice mindfulness, focusing on each breath, each step, each interaction, you build a foundation of peace that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. The next time your mind starts to race with worries about the future or regrets about the past, bring yourself back to the present. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the sounds around you. Reclaim the now, and you'll find that many of life's stresses begin to lose their grip on you. Principle 5. Accept what you cannot change. Sometimes, no matter how hard we try, life doesn't go our way. People disappoint us, things fall apart, and we can't control it. The Stoics teach us to accept that some things are beyond our control. Instead of fighting against reality, we should embrace it. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only thing you can't give yourself. You can only accept it." This means that accepting what's outside your control is the first step to peace. When you resist what cannot be changed, you're only creating inner turmoil. But when you accept reality as it is, you free yourself. Acceptance is not resignation, it's liberation. Think about the last time something went wrong. Maybe a project at work fell apart, or a relationship hit a rough patch. How did you respond? Did you fight the situation, getting frustrated and angry? Or did you accept it, take a step back, and focus on what you could control? Your actions, your mindset, your attitude. The next time something doesn't go according to plan, remember the Stoic teaching of acceptance. Accept reality, take control of your response, and you'll free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Principle 6. Practice gratitude. When life gets tough, it's easy to focus on what's wrong. We dwell on what we don't have, what's wrong, or what we've lost. But Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus and practice gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, despite his many trials as an emperor, often reflected on the privilege of being alive. Even in the face of adversity, he found reasons to be thankful. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. They could be big or small: good health, a roof over your head, a meaningful relationship, or even a quiet moment of peace. Gratitude is not just a feel-good emotion, it's a mindset. It shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, from lack to fulfillment. When you practice gratitude regularly, you begin to notice the blessings that surround you. And by appreciating what you have, you can weather any storm with grace and resilience. Take time each day to be grateful. It doesn't matter how difficult life may seem. There's always something to appreciate. And when you do, you'll begin to see the world through a different lens. Principle 7. Focus on your own actions, not outcomes. A key part of Stoic philosophy is the idea that you can only control your actions, not the outcomes. It's easy to get caught up in worrying about results, whether it's in relationships, work, or personal goals. We often stress over things that are completely out of our control. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions, not the results. Marcus Aurelius emphasized this idea repeatedly in his meditations. He believed that if you focus on doing what is right and putting in the effort, the results will follow naturally. But obsessing over outcomes is like trying to control the wind. It's futile and only adds unnecessary pressure. For example, imagine you're working on a big project at work. Instead of worrying about how your boss will react or whether you'll get a promotion, focus on doing your best. Put in the effort, stay aligned with your values, and let the results unfold. The outcome is not within your control, but your effort and intention are. By practicing this principle, you relieve yourself from the stress of trying to predict or control the future. You shift your focus from the uncontrollable results to the controllable actions, creating more peace and clarity. Principle 8. Be willing to let go. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the idea of detachment. We are often attached to people, possessions, outcomes, and desires, but attachment can lead to suffering. When we hold on too tightly, we risk being hurt when those things are taken away from us. The Stoics teach us that the key to peace lies in letting go of attachment. Epictetus said, "You are a slave to your attachments." This means that the more we cling to things or people, the more we are controlled by them. Letting go doesn't mean giving up or being indifferent. It means acknowledging that nothing is permanent, and we cannot control everything in our lives. Think about a time when you've lost something or someone important to you. It could be a relationship, a job, or an object of great value. What did you feel? Did you cling to it, trying to resist the change? Or did you embrace the idea that life changes and the attachment no longer serves you? The Stoics encourage us to let go of what we don't need, whether it's a material possession, a past relationship, or an unrealistic expectation. By practicing detachment, we free ourselves from suffering and open the door for personal growth, new experiences, and peace. Principle 9. Live according to your values. In a world filled with distractions and societal pressures, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living according to your values. What do you stand for? What are your principles? Stoicism teaches that we should align our actions with our deepest beliefs. When you know your values, nothing outside can disturb your peace. The world will always try to pull you in different directions, but when you're grounded in your values, you'll be able to navigate challenges with integrity. Let's say you're at work, and a colleague asks you to do something that goes against your values. It might be tempting to go along with it for the sake of convenience or approval, but Stoicism teaches us that acting in line with your principles is non-negotiable. By living according to your values, you don't have to worry about the opinions of others. You will always know that you're doing the right thing. Living authentically according to your values gives you a strong foundation to face any challenges, obstacles, or criticism that may come your way. When you're grounded in your truth, no one can take that away from you. Principle 10. Practice self-discipline. Finally, we come to one of the most important Stoic principles, self-discipline. Without discipline, all of the other principles fall apart. It's the foundation on which everything else is built. Without self-discipline, we succumb to our impulses, desires, and distractions. But with discipline, we are able to stay focused, calm, and in control, regardless of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca all spoke of the importance of self-discipline. For them, discipline wasn't about restriction. It was about freedom. True freedom comes from having control over your own mind and actions. The more you practice self-discipline, the less external factors can affect you. Think about the small daily decisions you make. Whether it's sticking to a morning routine, saying no to temptations, or staying committed to your goals, self-discipline is what keeps you grounded. It's the ability to say, "I will do this, no matter how I feel." Start with small acts of discipline, whether it's waking up earlier, making healthier choices, or focusing on your work without distractions. The more you practice discipline, the more resilient you become. Self-discipline doesn't just protect your peace, it enhances your entire life. By adopting these 10 Stoic principles, you'll develop the resilience and peace of mind to live a life where nothing can truly affect you. Whether it's the frustrations of daily life or the external pressures that try to throw you off balance, Stoicism teaches you to build a strong foundation that remains unaffected by external chaos. Now that you've been introduced to these principles, remember that they aren't just abstract ideas. They're tools you can apply to your life every day. And as you practice them, you'll start to see how your mindset, emotions, and responses shift. You'll begin to notice that you handle life's challenges with greater ease, patience, and clarity. Before I wrap this up, if you found these principles helpful, please like this video, share it with someone who needs this wisdom, and subscribe to Stoic Preview for more Stoic insights. And leave a comment below with the word Stoic Strength if you're ready to start embodying these Stoic principles and create a life that nothing can affect. Thank you for watching, and remember, Stoicism is not about avoiding life's difficulties, but about learning how to respond to them with wisdom, peace, and resilience. Keep practicing, stay grounded, and live your life unaffected by the chaos around you.